Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this video, and in this video I'm going to be going through some of the changes that Jagex implemented this week into RuneScape. A lot of these are to do with PVMing and bossing instances, all that kind of stuff, which highly relates to me, mainly because I play this game mainly to do a lot of PVMing, and that's what I tailor my gameplay to be honest. All the goals I have are to do with helping me in PVM or PVM goals and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be going through some of these updates for you now. If you do enjoy them, be sure to comment, rate and subscribe, and definitely check out the link in the description to the official update page. I'll link the RuneScape page in the description, so definitely check that out if you want to read up for yourself. So guys, first of all, they made a change to which bosses you can actually instance, along with all the previous bosses that you could instance before this update, which includes all the God Wars dungeon, including Nex and Virago and all that kind of good stuff. They actually added some new bosses that you can instance with fast spawn, obviously for a certain price. The prices will vary. If you want to see all those, head over to the update page. You can now instance Corporal Beast, you can do KBD, Calfight Queen and Exile Calfight Queen, all of these to get fast spawn. And yeah, that will help a lot of people, mainly because a lot of people nowadays are going for the insane final boss and all the pets and that kind of good stuff. So it will help you out quite a bit. Obviously there is a cost, but it will help out quite a lot of people. As I know, definitely KBD was very crowded before this update. It was almost impossible to find a world to yourself and try and get the pet, and also the spawn times were pretty astronomical. So yeah, this is a very nice update in terms of which bosses you can instance. And also they just updated the interface for when you're making your own instance, making it a bit snazzy and a bit easier to use. As you can see on screen, I did the Araxo, and I'm just showing you the interface right now. See what's going on right here. There's a couple of things you can change. It's still got the same options and everything, but it just comes up in the middle of your screen instead of in the chat box. Makes it a bit easier to see everything, and it tells you the price up front. And also a really good change to this is, especially for me when I do Nex in instances, if I died or if I left the instance, I usually found it impossible to get back into my instance. They've actually changed that, so now you can get back into an instance that you were once in, regarding if there was space. If obviously if there's no space in there anymore, you can't get in, depending on the max number of players set. But if you do leave an instance and you want to rejoin, there's still some time left and it hasn't gone away because nobody's in there. If there's still people in there, you can definitely rejoin that, which is actually very handy and a very nice update from Jagex. So guys, the only boss you can't currently instance is the Chaos Elemental, but they might change that. They might throw him in a cave or something like that where you can instance. And other than that, they have actually introduced something called boss practice mode. This is for people who really haven't been to bosses before, the more tougher bosses like Virago or maybe even Araxo. Some people struggle with him quite a bit. This is so that they can get a way to practice Araxo without having to risk the dying and losing of your armor and degrading charges and all that stuff, wasting food and all that kind of stuff. So boss practice mode, basically you'll have the option of this when creating an instance before entering a boss fight, and it is different from a regular instance in several ways. I'll just note these are all in the update page, which is in the description. All deaths within the instance are safe. You won't lose any items. There's no cost to start or maintain the instance. Hardcore Iron Man characters may die in a practice instance without losing their status, so that's pretty good for them. Familiars persist through your death, so if you have a Beast of Burden, it won't die and drop all your stuff. But there are some limitations as well, as usual. Obviously, because you're practicing, you won't get any XP from it, you won't get any drops or any other rewards from the boss. Your kills will not count towards Slayer or Soul Reaper assignments, and you cannot attempt hard mode fights in practice mode. This is really good for people who want to start bossing, especially some of the higher level bosses, as I mentioned before, which is very nice. If only I had this when I was learning. But yeah, shit happens really. And finally, we have something that Jagex has released as an incentive to try and help people who haven't been to a boss before get some kills. I'm going to read through this and try and explain it for you guys. This is only for non-practice mode, obviously. So if you go into a boss room or a boss instance with anybody who has less than 10 total kills of that boss, if they make it in that kill within the top 15 damagers, as in the top 15 people who did damage to the boss, most damage, you will get 1 point for each person with less than 10 kills that manages to do that. So let's say you're in a Virago team and you manage to get a kill, and 3 people in that team have less than 10 total kills of Virago. If all 3 of those people make it to within the top 15 people who did damage to the boss, you'll receive 3 points, and you can use these points to unlock cosmetic overrides For 50 points you can get a mortarboard head override, which is like a head kind of thing. It probably looks really stupid, like quite a lot of these stuff. For 250 points you can get the master title, which seems pretty standard, and for 500 points you can get Cornelius the owl, which is a follower pet. They're starting to release quite a few of these, and to be honest, as long as they don't affect the game, as long as they're just cosmetic, I really don't mind. So yeah, incentive to try and help some people who haven't been to a boss before, try and get some kills, and yeah, help them along the way, which is pretty nice of Jagex. So guys, that's really it for the gist of these updates. If you do like these kind of update videos where I just explain some things that Jagex implemented, be sure to put down in the comments, throw this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel for more of these type of videos and loads of other PVMing content. As usual, comment, rate and subscribe as I just said, and have a great day. Peace out.